Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful Wednesday show. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. It makes me very happy to find out that people are starting to receive the packages. I will say that I'm astonished at how fast the packages have gotten to the UK. The UK packages have gone very fast. All the packages going to Texas have gotten there, and I am astonished at the speed. Good job, Canada Post. It costs too much, but good job getting shit where it's going. All right, everyone, welcome to the show. Let's go back to the beginning first and say hello to everyone. And don't worry, Matt, we will answer your question after we say hello to everyone. Hello to Matt Buddy, Soul Price, good to see you. Kenneth R. Knox, all right. What's up, Jason A? Good to see you. Charles Colosito, good to see you, my friend. Buzz Kills Willis, all right. What's happening, buddy? What's up, CSLRC Lorne? Good to see you, my friend. All right. What's up, Jeremiah Sanchez? Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Ganja, now your mama. Let that wind out, baby. Let that wind out. All right. 1 second here. I'm just catching up, seeing if we. Oh, Miss Kay Scotland, good to see you as well, my friend. All right. And WB Growers, good to see you. Crazy Trains. Yo, yo. What's happening, little Chewy Stewie? Good to see you, my friend. All right, all right, all right. All right. Am I missing anybody? What's up, Visible Farms? Eric Grant's Artistry. And I believe we're caught up for now. Woo! Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I'm having a good day myself. I had to wake up early this morning and go to the dentist, and I had to have a cavity filled. And I did that. That was fun. But at least my face is no longer frozen. What's up, Wonky Donkey? Good to see you, baby. All right. Let's go back to the beginning of the show, though. We have a really fun question to talk about there that was asked in the waiting time. Okay. So before I even read you the question, I need to cheers all of you at home. Here's looking at you, Pot Squatches. Good to see you. All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the show. And in the fashion of things I should have done the whole time and never did. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that bullshit. Check out potsquatsales.com. We'll talk about that later. But let's read this question. All right, so Matt Buddy, everybody, has a really good question. I enjoy this question, and it is a feminized plant. Okay, so that's a feminized bean that is grown into a plant or a cutting of a feminized plant. Photoperiod traditional, we're going to assume Hermes, and it's pollinated in auto. What will the resulting seeds be? I planted them already and they've sprouted. All right, well, one, may the children be with you. One, it's going to be a feminized genetic, obviously. You're going to have an intermix, though, of beans that are going to be, I'm assuming the feminized plant that Hermine is in and of itself a photoperiod. If it is, in fact, a photoperiod plant, on that Gen 1, you're going to have all seeds in generalized theory are going to be feminized. But, okay, some are going to be photo and some are not. So you're going to have ones that don't have a photo period dictate their flowering period, and then other ones that do need a tweak or a change. Sometimes you might even see some things that are like midway station. I mean, it's an odd, fun thing when we create an initial cross utilizing something that has an autoflowering genetic from a ruderalis special reality. And so at the end of the day, okay, you're going to have a sort of an interesting mix. And that's where, when creating autos and other things like that, I mean, having proper genetic stabilization and selective pairings going forward to stabilize and thus effectively minimize our phenotype possibilities on the genome, okay, giving us either a consistent photo or auto or whatever the hell you're trying to do. But there you go, my friend. All right. So there's the basic answer to that. It'll be a fun thing for you. It'll be a great practice in sexing to make sure all of your glands develop properly. It'll also be a great fun exercise for you to see and witness which ones are going to start to flower. What you're going to be looking for is initially some heavy pistillization. That's what you're going to see on those ones that are more of an auto flowering. And it'll be interesting to see, will some get big? Will some stay small? I don't know. It's going to be one of those things where you're just going to have to sort of have fun, watch, and see what happens. What's up, Mike Jam? Good to see you, my friend. Vic Victor, good to see you. If I've missed anybody, saying hello to you. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read everybody's stuff. What's up, UG Dolan? Good to see you, buddy. What's up, OG Zeno? Good to see you. Things are going well. Everybody, welcome to Quiet Witch to the show. Quiet Witch, welcome to the show. Big shout out to you. Maybe I should check before. No, but it's on your YouTube, so I can talk about it. So everyone, our dear friend, our fellow Pot Squatch, our friend, the Quiet Witch, is battling stage 3 stomach cancer right now. She just had her first round of chemo the other day, and she's still releasing content. She's still being badass, still doing her thing. So big shout out to you, and much love and support to you and your family. You got this, girl. You can kick cancer's ass. I believe in you. All right. Miss Case Garden, mixed salad is what you have. I love that answer. Good job, Miss Case Garden. I enjoy that. Hey, no worries, Ganchanani, your mama. I'm sorry that they are too big, but or they're smaller than you like. I know you like the big king size papers, and I only had 1 1/4 to defend you. Sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'll get bigger papers for you later. I promise. All right. What's up, Hubert Barton? Good to see you. Pops in the house. Buenos tardes, el señor Potsquatch. Good to see you too, my friend. Have a good day as well. I'm hoping so good. WB Grower says, I just ordered a 4x8 tent. I'm upgrading my grow. Hell yeah, my friend. Very proud of you. That's wonderful time. What's up, TV time? If you put GB, do you mean Great Britain? Great Britain in the house? What's up? We got a lot of people in Great Britain in the house. All the packages to Great Britain that we sent just showed up, to my knowledge anyway. What's up, I Spot Cannabis? It's been a while. Good to see you, my friend. All right. 1 second here. I think I'm caught up. There we go. Right, Jason A. Hashtag fuck cancer. Hashtag kick cancer's ass. Hashtag cancer suck my dick. My broken weird dick. It's the way to do it, you know. And at the end of the day, one of my coworkers even, she's battling lung cancer right now. And when it comes to fighting these things, I mean, we all remember the story of me losing a nut. You know, I mean, one of the biggest things when it comes to fighting cancer, I mean, cannabis helps. Cannabis helps. We all know that. Okay. But it's a positive attitude, keeping the bright side of things. It doesn't mean you can't feel darkness, but fighting with your heart and the power and fire of your human soul and your emotionality, that is a big part of beating cancer, my friends. All right. 4x8, you could live in there. Yeah, it'd be cramped, but you could. It'd be like one of those like tiny little apartments in Japan you can rent now. Yeah, be a stubborn asshole. Just stay positive. You know, like, I mean, Sarah, when I had my tumor, I would grip that nut tumor and I would like swear at it. I would drink scotch and smoke shitloads of weed and I like talk to it. And I'd be like, yo, go fuck yourself, man. Bar fights on. Let's do this shit. Come on, you little nut tumor. And so really at the end of the day, it's all about that positive energy. See, look, Ganchanana, your mama says, I kicked cancer's ass. I got told I had it. Got cleared in 3 months. Hell yeah, Ganchanana, your mama. It's all about fighting the good fight, keeping it positive. And no matter whether it's a short journey or a long journey, it's all about that positivity. And never say die. Always say, fuck you, cancer. And it will be all right. Crazy Train says, my mom has lung cancer and I've been making RSO and it helps her. Hell yeah, Crazy Train. RSO, or technically what it is really, is traditional hash oil that was then originally found by Rick Simpson to then be able to treat certain melanomas and skin cancers, etc., is a wonderful way to make an extract that is arguably one of the best basic broad spectrum extracts we can create to utilize in our battle on cancer and other health issues for that matter too. I make a lot of tinctures with RSO. There's even a video on the channel where you can look it up, how to make an RSO tincture with Uncle Potsquatch. If you want to know how to make basic RSO, then we've got a video on that. We got like 1 or 2 of them. They're older videos. They're not as sexy looking, but I mean, you know, at the end of the day, the information's all there, and that's the important part. But, you know, and that's what I make. You know what I'm saying? The first time I made one in the way I do it now was for an old Greek woman who's fighting cancer. And my buddy was like, yo, I want my mom to take this shit. She said she's willing. She's got cancer, but like she's been anti-weed her whole life. She's very Greek. What can you make? And I'm like, conservative old Greek woman who doesn't like weed. I'll put some RSO in olive oil. And that's how that one came around. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Just to circle back around, for those of you wondering, yes, the store is up and running. We were briefly down for a few hours the other night. We were switching servers. There was no issues with our technical side. We were literally just upgrading servers and doing all of that for everybody to have a silkier, faster, sexier, smoother reality of our store. You know, and so stores open, hats, t-shirts, grinders, papers, CBD, genetics. Okay, we've got 3 strains up and available right now. We've got the Orange Warrior Widow. We've got the Galactic Citrus Shiva. These are all regular beans, by the way. Then we also have the K-Town Kush by Cheese crossed into that Alien Rift as well, available for you. That one's going to be an interesting mix just because there were kind of 3 very contradictory things kind of coming together on that genome. And as an F1, it's going to be a lot of fun just to see kind of what that one does, you know? So, you know, your guess is as good as mine, everybody. I mean, that one we haven't played with, and we're going to play with it. But, we're going to be growing Galactic Citrus Shiva for the first time on the channel. So if you want to grow along at home, we gave a bunch of those packs away in the giveaways, but they are still available to you. And as we've learned, things ship abroad very quickly when we're doing the way our shipping. Our shipping costs a little bit because we are a small company and we are trying to recoup the expenditures of building this website, building this store for you. So at the end of the day, though, even though it costs a little bit, it gets there pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So #boom. All right. Check out podsquatchsales.com for all that shit. And we've got more products that are going to be coming for you. And that's all going to be available on the store as well. Oh, and don't forget the beard oil. If you're a beardo at home or have a beardo in your life that you love, try Pot Squatch Growers beard oil. It's a good thing. We got pot squatch or squatch stank, and we got cedarwood and whiskey as our 2 available scents on that one. Eric Grant's Artistry. Are you going to be selling nutrients such in your store? I mean, we don't have our own nutrient line. A lot of people over the years have asked me, will we release a nutrient line? In the long run, it's a possibility. But for now, and for many years now, I've been a big fan of Green Planet. So I have talked to Green Planet. This was a couple of years ago when we were first trying to do all of this, and then my life fell apart. Was that we wanted to bring Green Planet available onto the store for everybody. So I think I'd like to still pursue that. Right now, it's about getting revenue up to a point where I can rent a secondary space because I only have so much room to store all the products here. And if we bring Green Planet in, we need to have a storage space where we can actually have a fulfillment center that's not my house. But we would like to bring that in. We're also going to be bringing, I don't know if anyone remembers, Jake's All-in-One, one of the greatest ever made products, all natural for a cannabis plant. It's a feed. It's a immune booster. It's a bug killer, a fungal killer. Right now, they're still waiting for all their licensing. So they, as a company, can't say this, but I'm not under license. I can tell it like it is. I'm a real motherfucker all here, and I am not going to get sued because it's not them saying it. It's me saying it. So guess what, Laws? You can go rotate. Sean, I'm going to have to call you back. Sorry there, bud. So I'm hoping to bring Jake's All-in-One back on the store as well for everybody. When we first launched it a couple of years ago on our store, it was like the #1 selling product we had on our store for a long time. We brought in the big bottles. We're not going to be bringing in the big bottles again because no one wanted that. So we're going to be bringing in the half-liter size and the 1 liter size of the Jake's All-in-One. It's going to be good. It's I don't carry things on our store that I don't believe in, that I either have a direct hand in developing or know what it is. And I say, I love it and it's good. And Jake's All-in-One is definitely shit that's worth having in your toolbox, your arsenal at home. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Can't wait to see the outcome of the Galactic. Right? Me too, Ryan Oaks. I mean, I've grown them out to seedling phase, but then we just weren't ready to kind of enact the grow. So we euthanized just because I was like, yeah, screw it. And yeah, that's right. They don't grow bust. They kill plants because that's what a real grower does when they know when they're gonna not be able to fucking do it properly. So at the end of the day, we're gonna be growing out Galactic Citrus Shiva soon. We can all grow along together. You at home, me here on the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that, and all of us playing together on that. WB Grower says, I melted Starburst in a double boiler and mixed 1 tablespoon of sunflower, less than and 4,300 milligrams of RSO to make 18 cubes. Opinion. I got to do the rough math, and I don't want to do that in my head right now. So I'm going to grab my calculator. Okay. Into 18 cubes. Okay. So we're going to divide our overall milligrams, and as an RSO, basically you're going to have anywhere from 70 to 85% purity in terms of your active cannabinoids, but we're going to call it 4,300 regardless right now. We're going to divide that by 18. That's putting each cube at roughly 238.888 repeated milligrams of active cannabinoids. And I would say, damn, sounds good. If it's good shit that you put in there, man, that's going to rock and roll. That's going to kick some ass. Okay. So please be careful. Even myself would have to be like, you are a highly dosed cube of cubiness. I need to be careful when ingesting you. All right. Patrick says, only one of my plants survived that overlighting thing. Okay. And it's only 2 feet tall and starting to flower again. All right. So I'm assuming it re-vegged, did its thing, survived, and now you've flipped it back to a 12-12. You fixed light leaks or etc. And that's what's happening, Patrick? Oh my God, I did forget to kiss your box, Ganjanana, your mama. Oh, that sounds so dirty. I forgot. I was supposed to kiss it with lipstick. I'm sorry. Well, Ganjanana, your mama, next time, if I ever send you anything again, try to remind me though, because my memory is not great. Shocking, I know. I will give it a kiss for you. And Patrick says they are outside. Okay, so it was a weird fluctuation in terms of photo period. Just let it rock out, man. Trust Mother Nature. They know what to do. Gosh, you're not your mama. But the grinder is the dog's nuts. Absolutely. Oh man, I'm glad you love it, Gotcha, not your mama. Now, here's my question. How long has it been now, Ganjanana, that you've been waiting for that grinder to get a grinder in your world? I think you've wanted a grinder for like over 2 years now. I think it's been over 2 years that you've been waiting to meet one of our grinders, I think. Don't worry, everybody. I'm still talking. I'm just taking a moment to breathe as well. Well, breathe this shit, I guess. But, Texas Squatch says, I have you projected on a 130-inch screen right now. Dear God, do I have any blackheads there, Texas Squatch? Do I have any blackheads? Oh my goodness. Since forever, says Ganj. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Well, I'm glad that you won that grinder, Ganj, out of your mama, because you've actually wanted one so bad. And I was very happy that you, in fact, won that. Oh, you all may notice I haven't released the bubble hash video yet. I literally haven't taken it out of the box. Working full time and doing what I do and doing everything else. I'm still trying to get that natural rhythm of my schedule together right now in order to get everything going properly for everybody and releasing the content. But that's all coming soon. Don't worry. I mean, it's coming together. I'm feeling good and excited about it. I'm really excited to rock that and do a review video on the Bubble Bag Dudes Bubble Bag bubble machine, blah 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 blah. We're gonna play around with it. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna tell you what we think. And at the end of the day, what our hopes are is the fact is if it greatly increases the what does my shirt say? I'll show you in a second, Hubert. The efficiency of production, and that's what we're hoping for. Club soda for flush, you could totally do that. Just make sure it's something with low sodium, Jason Begay. So for those who are wondering what my shirt says. If I've ever offended you, I'm sorry that you're a little bitch. That's what my shirt says, everybody. I picked up this shirt in Vegas, and it spoke to me. It spoke to my spirit animal, and luckily, Katie bought it for me, and I rock it with pride. Your shirt's offensive. Yeah, that's kind of the point. But yes, that is what, in fact, my shirt says, everyone. It says, if I've ever offended you, I'm sorry that you're a little bitch. But anyway, that's lots of fun. But yeah, and we haven't got the beans sprouted yet either, but we're going to be doing that. And hell yeah, there you go, Texas. Texas was rocking his PSG shirt today. Pick up yours today at podsquadsales.com. We are out of the super big sizes currently. I might have a few more of them, but I got to go through and do an inventory to update that on the store. We currently have up to XL. We have up to XL, everyone. And we will be not only bringing in bigger sizes again, we're going to be maybe even redesigning the shirt, making a new version of it. And we are going to be bringing in toques. I believe America calls them beanies, as well as hoodies as well, hopefully by the winter season. It's been like the last couple of years, everybody wanted that available, and we just never got it together. But we're going to be doing it this time. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. All right. That one stuff, I'm naked at the moment. Well, I hope it's a nice temperature for you in the nude there. I mean, you know what? Watching the show Au Naturel, that sounds nice. It sounds freeing and refreshing. So I respect that. Matt Buddy, I thought he meant Paris Saint Germain. No. PSG means pot squatch growers, or PSGA pot squatch growers. Amen. All right, just like the hat says. Ooh, you could own one of these yourself. You just gotta go to the store and buy it. All right, but anyway, But yeah, so my endeavor this week is, and I don't want to overcommit myself to actually getting things going. So this week, what's important to me is doing the review video on the machine and releasing that. I'd like to get that done this week, and have fun and show that to everyone. Um, yeah, nothing wrong with Bomb Diggity Texas Squatch, right? All right. Bubba Kush and Rockstar Kush, they work well together, my friend. But we're gonna get that video together for everybody, as well as we're gonna be firing up the old tent. You can see one of the air things like right there. We're gonna get that fired back up, and in that first tent, we're gonna be doing some of that Galactic Citrus Shiva. Okay, and that's gonna be fun. I'm kind of excited because I mean, those of you who have it at home can grow it along, send me pictures, and we can kind of share that and talk about that. I'm looking forward to that 100%. The Ganja the store doesn't let you log in. You don't need to log in, Ganja. Everyone, you got to remember there's certain parts of our site that aren't finished yet because it's going to cost more money to finish the coding for it. The login will be eventually. You all get profiles in the store and this or that. That isn't a thing right now. I literally haven't built it yet. I've only built the initial point of it, but it's a back end function that will be developed when I can afford to pay for my computer people to do the coding. You do not need to sign in. You just go to products, shop now. You're good to go. You got to remember, our website is an evolutionary process. As purchases are made, as money and revenue is generated, then functions in the website will be developed and further put in place. We've built this website from scratch for ourselves. It is coded by hand for all of you. Everything's been built from the ground up. So there's a lot of features that will be coming on the store that will eventually exist. They just don't exist now. I'm already in the hole, a bunch of money to create this. So it just comes in time. But right now you can still buy shit. Just don't try to log in or get confused by that because it's more like an ear that has nothing on the inside of it. It can't hear. It just is aesthetic right now. But eventually that will be a thing. Ryan Oakes, how did I come up with the Galactic Citrus Shiva's name? Well, it's based off of its genetic realities and my creativity. So Alien Rift obviously is half of it. Therefore, there's the galactic, right? Citrus, okay, referencing the citrus undertones to the orange Hindu Kush. And then Shiva, obviously the Indian goddess of Shiva. Therefore, it is from the Hindu Kush mountains of India. Therefore, Shiva in the general realities of their religion. So, Galactic Citrus Shiva is how the name came together in my head. And I also thought it sounded sexy. So, that's where that name came from. Video Pod Squatch. What? What do you mean, Jason? I don't get it. Texas Squatch. He came up with it from his brain. True story. But there is justifying variables within my brain's happenings that then led to the name in and of itself. But yes, Ryan, that is how it came together. There's usually method behind my madness, I swear. There's usually method behind my madness. Not all the time, but most of the time there's method behind my madness. This is true. So price is not wrong. Liking, subscribing, telling your friends. I mean, it does help bring out our positivity. We're always in a war with YouTube, you know what I'm saying, in order to be viewed, to be seen, to have the algorithm not fuck all of our subscribers over by not letting them know the show's going on. And the more consistent content I can stay on top of doing, that's what I can do on my end to help these things for all of you at home. What you could do at home is, in fact, liking and subscribing. It's a technical thing. It's the stupid algorithm and the fact that YouTube has a real hard on for pot growers and pot channels. You know what I'm saying? Well, Soul Price, I feel like there's a lot of turns of phrase we come up with in the show that should be shirts. Someone's got to start making a collective list of these things. And then we'll just start doing it. It's that's funny, that one stuff. It's not the size of your view count that matters, it's how you use it. Quite funny. I enjoy that. Oh boy, these papers are smooth, man. I swear I'm on a higher high. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them, Gunshin on your mama. I remember the first time we sent some papers down to Texas, and I think Texas Squatch was the first one who really enjoyed it because, Texas Squatch, one big Texan guy, but he also liked working on engines and he works with his hands a lot, big old rough Texan hands. And so a lot of rolling papers he was trying to roll doobie sometimes would disintegrate when he tried to roll them. But the thing is, our hemp papers can hold up to even the roughest of hands and still make you a joint without you shredding them, twisting it up. But then at the same time, right, they still smoke smooth and clear and true. So hell yeah, hashtag poop. Hell yeah, no, I feel you, Muskoka James, man. And really, there's 3 strains available. Go to potsquatchsales.com to check that out. Send a link, Josh. Okay, well, I think I can do that. Type it out as a clickable. Let's find out. Bear with me, everybody. I'm typing. Oh, I think I got to do this. Oh, I fucked that up. Bear with me. It's probably still not clickable, but how can I make a cheap blackout tent for my outdoor grow? Well, I mean, you can be as simple as using a cardboard box if it's not raining and a bit of tape. If you want to go slightly fancier than that, grab yourself some 2 boys, some pieces of wood, grab some blackout fabric from the local fabric store, or use a piece of heavy duty poly, strap it to some shit. I mean, to be fair, you got some poly, you got something else you can strap the outside, just go get some free wood. There's free fucking wood even in the city here in Van City. You can find everywhere. And it's an outdoor grow, so you don't have to worry about, interior contamination by bringing shit in. I just slap something together, slap some shit to it, use some tape, use some glue, use some nails, staples, whatever the fuck you got. Make sure there's no light leaks. Best way, make a big giant one that you could sit in and literally put yourself in it in the sun. Don't stay too long. It'll probably get too hot and you might, pass out, but you can at least see if there's any light leaks. You know what I'm saying? There is 1,001 ways to the same destination, everybody. And the thing when it comes to developing something to utilize for our grows, get creative. Think about the basic functionality of what we need to do. What's the end result? And then start fucking around with shit until you find a way to get there, right? It's like building a bridge. How do I get over this chasm to this end result? Well, you build for something. If it doesn't work, you fuck with it until it works. You know what I'm saying? It's very nice. Hashtag. Oh, no, the Streamlab link to me. Oh. All right, give me a second here. If I copy that, can I do it this way? All right, bear with me, everybody. I'm assuming the show is still going when I'm doing this. I think so. No? Dude, message me your email on DM. I can't find it on my computer. I can send it to you there, Mikey, but you gotta fucking send me your emails. No, it doesn't have to be a tent at all there, Matt, buddy. You can do anything. You can make a lean-to. You can use a cardboard box. I've used cardboard boxes, Tony Clifton. I've used on small plants, I've used Rubbermaids, I mean, it's pretty much anything. Like anything that you can create that's going to actually properly block the light out. One thing to remember, though, typically when building these things, it's important to put like a weird side vent in that light can't get up and through, so you give it a bit of ducking, but then doing something that's going to be bringing air through, because we don't want to have molding issues, bud rot issues, or anything like that. So when we're using plastics or anything else that's going to help that relative humidity spike on us when we're doing that, we got to find a natural way. You don't have a fan to blow into it. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to not have that. It's outdoors, power and all that shit. But if you build something that then has a weird duct air vent where the wind, build one on each side. So regardless of where the wind's moving from, you'll be good. If the wind's not moving, you might run into issues. But even those vents in and of themselves are going to give you a place for that relative humidity to kind of slowly breathe out on making a blackout anything, and it'll be totally fine. Can't I send it to my Facebook Messenger? I mean, I can, but I got to email it to myself and copy a link it that way and this or that. If you send me an email, it's easier. I mean, you're just making me work really hard in the middle of the show, Mike. Stop making me think too hard, dear Mike. So Tony Clifton says, I'm currently trying like an old plastic garbage can, but the can is too low. If you mean by too low, not tall enough, what I would say is then just build something around it. Like first lift it up and then just like seal it. Duct tape is your friend. Think like red and green, Canada, you know. Duct tape is your friend. Duct tape is your friend, my friend, when it comes to jerry rigging things on the quick. All right, Mike. Fucking give me a second. Give me a second, Mike. Yeah. It's like I can hear you pitching in my head right now. All right, give me a second, Mike. So there we go. Send. I'm gonna do this. Bear with me, everybody. We're gonna have Mikey maybe come say hi to everybody. Lemon haze definitely has a big stretch. It most certainly does, my friend. I've seen other haze variations that I've played with early on the show. That was actually the Platinum Cookies by Godbud and Platinum Cookies by Godbud. Yes, and then there was a haze that went into Platinum Cookies. Sorry, it took me a second to remember genetic histories on that. I'm like, why am I talking about this plant? And that's the one that was like the donkey penis bud. It had a huge stretch, and we had those two big main stalks that we had to like tie down and bend over. Yeah. Shit. 1 second. Okay, Mike, it's coming. Chill out. I can hear you. I can hear you psychically right now. Hurry the fuck up, man. Oh, he sent me his email too. That's okay, Mike. I've done it. We're just having fun on the show. Give me a second here, Mikey. Just got to switch over to the right email. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, that's how to. That's the thing. Copy URL. Click down. Switch to Messenger. Bear with me, everybody. I'm doing computer things. There we go. I mean, I'd be willing to try it, Hippie Zombie. I mean, the thing is like for me, I mean, I know Fruity Pebbles is like this huge, super popular strain. I'm not really overly into it. I'm not overly sold on it, right? Like at the end of the day, where I'm at really is like a lot of what we're working with are old genetics that we're making our own new, right? So like working with other news is not a big thing. I know we played with Alien Rift from Vader, but I was very impressed by that one legitimately. And given its genetic foreground, or background, I should say, sorry, is literally something that is right up my alley to fuck around with, right? So, but I mean, I'm not against it, you know. 2015, it was okay until the new LED lights were installed next door. Yes, light pollution, neighbors with big security lights being dicks, that will fuck with your outdoor grow 100%. I totally feel you. But Hippie Zombie, I'd be willing to grow their shit and try it out on the channel. I have no problems like showing off some of these people. Texas Squatch, I'm working on it. Come on. No one's going to figure out too much from that. Come on now. Is he showing up? I sent you the link, Texas Squad. You started making me think too hard, Texas. I was doing really well before. All right. Yes, most certainly, Soul Price. You are correct. It can cause them to Hermy. It's a thing, but you know, a strong genetic should be able to take a flip floppity flip flop. Or you could even climb up and install a timer on the actual direct circuit on there. They'd never know, and then you could just control with the lights on and off. I mean, Hippie Zombie, again, I'm always down to play with some other people's stuff, but most of the old school things that I'm talking about working with are already here. They're already in my genetic vault. I have a very, very, very vast collection of very, very old things. And that's part of what I'm talking about working with for all of you. But I'm not against playing with other people's stuff. But before we do that, I want to play with some of the stuff we have here for everybody and create some fun things, Yeah, so exactly, Soul Price. So that's how I work my way around it. We don't steal the light. We just integrate a timer into your neighbor's light, and then you get to control when it goes on and off. Unless they're smart and take a look at it, they'll never realize it. They're like, why doesn't it work? You're sitting there chuckling because I installed a timer in the dark of night. But that is a legitimate problem when you're going in your backyard and you're utilizing, if you're living in a legal place, especially where you're like, finally, like, I can grow some plants in my backyard. I'm utilized, but then you've got, oh, good. Sorry, I've got the computer in front of it there, Mikey. But you're sitting there, and your neighbor's lights keep coming on. It is a real problem. Like, that's a legit thing that, especially if we're growing photos, like, and there, I guess maybe there's another argument for where autos actually have a place in the outdoor cannabis world, not just short season or this or that. It's like when your neighbors have lights in their dicks and are fucking with your photos, well, then grow autos. Jokes on them. World, not just short season or this or that. It's like when your neighbors have lights in their dicks and are fucking with your photos, well, then grow autos. Not just short season or this or that. Are you on headphones, Mike, or no?
Hold on.
I think I figured it out. Work, Mike,
can you hear me now?
Headphones on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Are you on a Bluetooth piece? All right.
Yeah, but I've got the stream casting over.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, you should mute my ass on the giant projector.
No, that's how my neighbor can hear at his house.
Okay.
I ain't got a projector. That's his.
Well, let's check with everybody at home. Everybody at home, is the sound okay on your end? Ask your neighbor. Dear neighbor, can you hear me okay? Or is the sound coming through weird now?
I've already turned the projector down. So, like, it's barely coming through. You shouldn't hear anything but me.
We're just doing a test. We're doing the technologicals at home and testing right now. Tony Clifton says it sounds okay. And Tony Clifton's always honest. So if it sounded like crap, he would let us know. All right.
Well, he's lying, number one, because I always sound like crap.
Oh, no, you sound sultry. Don't sell yourself.
Fine tune it so you can still hear that. And I can hear it. Oh, yeah, the shirts. Oh, yeah, and neighbors say they like your PSG shirts. Are you talking about the one he's wearing right now? Oh, yeah, the PSG shirts. They like it.
Yeah. I felt today like wearing this shirt just because it made me happy inside.
Yep. It says, if I ever offended you, I'm sorry, you're a little bitch.
It's my new favorite t-shirt, everybody.
I must mute myself for a moment, but carry on.
All right, do it up, mute your ass. So anyway, everybody, yeah. So long story short, we'll talk to Texas in a little bit. Well, he's muted. We can't. It's a thing. It's a bit weird, but better now. Yeah, I think it was just because he added the background playing there, WB Growers, but that's all right. That one stuff. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'd have to drive for 10 minutes to ask anyone. Hey, that doesn't sound bad, my friend. Having your hood town, your area of death, not a bad thing. I can get it tomorrow. Hey, that doesn't sound bad. That would be great.
Oh, wait, this is not it. Oh, yeah, it is up here.
I don't even understand what Mikey's doing right now.
Don't worry about it.
No, I just can hear you again. Oh, there you go. That didn't last very long.
Oh, no, that's just a little bitty piece of it that I brought to the neighbor's house.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, getting ready to treat them to some lovely stuff from BC.
Well, there we go. It'll be curious to see the reactions. Jason McKay, did you get Vid Boss? Jason B.
Don't
Gay,
you have one of them Turk Pearls left?
Do you mean
I'm not
Jason that
muted.
you're not muted? Yeah. Jason, do you mean that what I'm using to do the stream right now, or did you send me a video? Because if you sent me a video, I haven't checked, but I can. Checking my emails now, everyone. Bear with me. No, I don't have an email there. Jason, I mean, it would be funny. I just don't know if we could have Einstein on the show. I don't know if Einstein, as much as Einstein likes to be cheeky, you can come back in. You control your muting. I can unmute you too if you need me to, Texas. Do you need me to do it? I can unmute you. You're unmuted, Tex. Oh no, you. I can't.
I know
you.
I'm muted. I know. I'm trying to figure it out. We're switching from the projector to the neighbor's phone.
Oh.
We're trying to make it to where it's not feedback, but he can still hear you.
Oh, I see. I understand now.
No, I just got home. I ain't watered it. It don't need water. It has as much rain as it got yesterday.
So Greg Page, that's a good question. So Greg has asked, how's our brother Gazzers doing in New Zealand with all the stuff that him and his partner are fighting? They're still in the fight, but the good news is his partner, Mel, she's got the #1 pot lawyer in all of New Zealand representing her now. And this woman has never lost a case in the pot field. So that's good. They asked us to write a letter of intent expressing our company's interest to actually have them move to Canada and work with us and come work with our company to do said things in Canada. And so we wrote this big formal letter for them, and that's going to be used as a piece of evidence to defend them and to be like, stop persecuting the plant people. Stop. Leave them alone. Right. You know, the whole world's jumping on board. Even Germany's jumped on board with legalization right now. And you know, the Germans, they get really, curmudgeon-y about change of anything. At the end of the day, they've even jumped on board New Zealand. Leave the people alone. But they're doing well. They're still in the middle of a fight, and they're doing a fight. But the Pot Squatch Growers Army is standing with them and trying to stand up for what matters. Ganjanani or Mama, half of my province is on fire right now. A lot of people have lost their homes. And just to be frank, everyone, I mean, there's a lot of fires happening everywhere. Shout out to Maui, shout out to all the other parts of the world that are on fire right now. But my home is one of them. A good half chunk of my province and the surrounding provincial territories, etc., are on fire, and it's a lot of people have been displaced. Kelowna, Shuswap, a lot of people everywhere. So it's pretty sad. This is arguably the first fire season of true destruction that we've had ever. It's the worst season we've ever had here in BC. And one of the things that people are struggling with is a lot of people are wanting to go in and defend their homes, but then the police and the firefighters are stopping them from doing so. And then there's a conflict. So a lot of people are calling conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy, everyone. It's called general safety. It's called how our country works, right? So some people read it as government overreach. And to be fair, I'd probably be getting arrested too right now. If my house was in danger of fire, I'd be smashing through the police barricades too. I'd be fucking trying to save my neighbor's home. I'd be bringing in goods to the people in need as well. Okay, so I get it. But I mean, at the same time, it's not some big conspiracy, everybody. It's just called reality. And we're dealing with an unprecedented thing that we're doing our darndest to figure out how the fuck to deal with. And that's what's going on in BC right now, everybody. But it is not some weird secret conspiracy of this or that. Come on. It's not what it is. It's called, we're trying to figure out how to deal with an unprecedented event. And we're not quite sure exactly what to do or what should be allowed or what's allowed and this or that. That's what it is. But we're doing our best. It is scary, VI Stinky. All these fires is crazy. Oh yeah, bring this. I figured out why weed smells like skunk and it's not terpenes. I haven't read that article yet, that one stuff, but we'll have to check it out, man. You know what I'm saying?
So if somebody does say something to me in them comments, just let me know to read it. Because if I pull up comments, I can't see it.
Well, that's okay, and I can read it to you too.
That works.
Does anyone
Give
have
my
a
lazy
question
ass something
for
less to do.
Texas Squatch? Who has
I'm
the
ready.
question?
Let's go. Right there by the PlayStation. I'll put it back over there. I was just showing them on the screen. Well, I mean, it's got to go off a little bit, don't it? Technical difficulty, and we'll be right back.
Oh, you're good. Soul Price says, "What is it then? If you're talking about the event, it's called fucking dude. It's called climate change is real. We're living in different times. It's snowing and raining in Vegas and all this other weird shit. It snowed down in Corpus Christi for fuck's sakes in a way it's never been. The last few years, the climates everywhere are changing.
Why the
okay?
It happens.
It's a cigarette butt. Mute your mic, Mike.
I know it's on. I was expecting you to hear it.
All right, maybe it's helping their sound checks. But the fact is it's a conflict between people's interest and the government's policy and policy that's been put in place for protecting the people. And we're all sitting here wanting to do something, and they're scrambling to know what to do too. It's just a miscommunication at the end of the day. I do believe that we'll develop legislature within Canada. And at the end of the day, I think that they should find a way to incorporate the human beings that are wanting to help protect or come show up to help in some way. But at the same time, most motherfuckers have no training in dealing with as far as this kind of shit. So if you fucking let a bunch of dumb fucks who don't know what they're doing, who are all worried about shit, who are freaking out into an area, you're going to cause more problems and death. It's actually quite a smart decision. Like, I can't just show up to go fight in Ukraine without them giving me training before they let me to go, take on some rookies. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same kind of thing. That's all that's going on. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's called us trying to figure out how to deal with an unprecedented event, not having any infrastructure or really regimen in place to deal with it. It's like, come on, everybody. Not everything is some deep conspiracy. There's a conspiracy anywhere if you want to look hard enough, but that's still just fabrication and delusion. Okay. And that's the reality of these things. What we have is a miscommunication between state and people, and passion and loss and death and destruction involved. And people are scared and people are desperate on both sides of that fence. That's what we're watching break down right now. And for people saying it's not being reported on, it most certainly is. It's on CBC. It's on Global News. They're talking about this conflict. They're talking about the realities of blockades and arrests. They're talking about this. It's not like they're trying to hide this from us. Everybody's talking about it. It's out there. It's out there. Okay. So I'm just saying, everybody, we're too smart to get sucked into deluded, stupid thinking. Okay. Hashtag boom.
So either this chatter is just A1 bomb diggity, or neighbor's that much of a fucking stoner. But who in their right minds takes a dab and tries to pull the banger out like a fucking bong stem?
I'd probably do that. I'm not like a hardcore banger guy. Like I mean,
straight up just.
Yeah.
Why would you pull it?
Burn himself?
Yeah. Should have pulled a hot ass banger out like it was a bong stem. It must be some good shatter, bro.
Yeah, everybody at home, we've incurred a medical issue. Medic. We need some ointment and some bandages. We need a cold compress. We need some water and some ice.
I had to walk out of the garage for that one.
Well, I hope your friend's okay, though.
Oh, he's dandy. He's getting ready to do another dab.
That sounds really painful. Of course he is. Hopefully it'll dull the pain for now. He'll feel it in the morning, though. I can guarantee you that.
All right, here. You pull one of those out while it's glowing.
I wouldn't. But that's because I feel that it's hot.
You're good, man. I see it. I ain't scared.
I'm not trying to make fun of you, friend of Texas Squatch, either. I'm just having a chuckle at your expense, sadly. Patrick says, get ice. I agree. Patrick's right. Get some ice and get some water. Just stick
ice is illegal in Texas. The hell?
Frozen H2O, not methamphetamine.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, that might help.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's so hot in Texas. That's where their minds go with first when you say ice. They don't think about frozen H2O. They go right to methamphetamine.
What can I say? Not my jam, but that's where the brain goes. Ice is a rarity here.
Hey, man, it's all about colloquial turns of phrases, right? It's like we all identify things the way our brain's programmed to identify things.
So let's help your numbers here. I'm going to have to turn the chat on for this one so I can see them come up. I'll just block your face for a moment. So to our viewers out there, why is it illegal for women to ride bicycles in Texas?
Wait, what? It's illegal for a woman to ride a bicycle in Texas?
Why is it illegal for women to ride bicycles in Texas?
Probably some patriarchal bullshit made up by an old white dude who's an idiot.
I gotta wait for comment.
I don't have an answer for the law on this one. I just have.
Yeah, no. This one was for our viewers. I want to see a comment pop up first.
Miss K's shocked. I'm shocked too, Miss K. I'm like, wait, what?
Come on, somebody's got to have some sort of answer other than a shocked face.
What's SC, by the way, Jason A?
What the hell? Because they extra mods on their bike. No, good try, but no. It's the simple fact that peddling pussy's illegal in Texas.
That's a safe bet. All right. I look, I mean, you only brought it up because it's going to be a bombshell of shockingness. If it's a real law, I'm sure it's shocking.
Oh, yeah, no, I already answered the question. I guess you didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, peddling pussy's illegal in Texas.
Oh, now you're just making a bad perverted dad joke.
Thank you. It was obviously a good dad joke.
Cross is averted, everyone. It's not actually illegal. He was just wanting to make a dirty joke for everyone at home.
Why
Cross is averted. There we go. So women in Texas, you can buy a bicycle. It is not outlawed. If you go there from a foreign country, you can in fact buy or rent and ride a bicycle. It was just a dirty dad joke. All right, good. We're safe now. We're safe now.
No, pulling it's perfectly legal, so it's just peddling it that's illegal.
You guys are getting me really dangerous to fucking running my beak off about Trump being a loser. You guys are like you're dancing awfully close to a statement, which is
no politics now, Josh. No
You're
politics.
the one who's bringing me close to that. Come on now, be safe.
I bring everybody close. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, let's shift gears here.
Yeah, shift gears. I gotta go smoke.
Okay, guys, we need to no more frat jokes. You're frustrating me now. We don't do frat jokes or dad jokes that are derogatory or exclusionary of anyone's gender or sexual orientation. So we're going to stop this now, okay? And we're going to shift back to a term I like to call weed titties. Some people find weed titties offensive sometimes. I've had certain women react to it, and men for that matter, to be fair. And I said, well, what's wrong with calling it a weed titty? And they said, well, that's offensive and demeaning. I said, no, it's actually kind of a funny turn of phrase because really, scientifically speaking, if we were going to reference it anyway, we would call it a weed uterus. Weed uterus doesn't sound very sexy, though, does it? We just call it weed titties. You know what I'm saying? It's true. Weed balls, those are the glands, right? Weed titties, weed balls, even though it's technically a weed uterus. You know, it's all science and being clever. But at the same time, it's not actually exclusionary. It's just fun. It's based off science and humor. Yeah, no. Back to Q&A. So Soul Price, you're not wrong. Jason Begay, sent pic, won't let me send a video. Oh, it's probably too big. You might have to downgrade it or trim it. 1 second here. Okay, so Jason has sent us a picture. We're taking a look at it. And it looks very beautiful. There we go. We're going to show everybody at home. This is what Jason sent us a picture of. I don't know how well you can see it. It's got a nice big scrog going on. Overall, fairly even canopy in the middle. We got some stretches happening on the left and the right, which would lead me to think that you've got a singular light source or majority of your light sources in the middle of your grow tent, so your edges are pulling up and out to try to reach the light a bit more. That'd be my guess on that one there, my friend. That'd be my guess on that one. What are you rocking light sauce in there, my dear friend? What are you rocking light sauce in there? That's my question. It's totally okay if you're not rocking one of our lights. Don't feel bad about not rocking one of our lights. See you later, Miss K. Keep it real and much love. Yeah, no, it looks really good, by the way, Jason. I'm very proud of you. Very sexy. Very beautiful. If anyone else at home would like to send their grows in for us to share on the show, you're welcome to do so. Second here. Just going to open the door so I can have a dare. Bear with me, everyone. There we go. Oh, look at that rich, wonderful, natural light coming into the stage. Well, who's excited for the bubble hash video? I am. We're not going to say the words bubble hash in the video, by the way, because last time we did that, for some weird reason, YouTube got mad. So we're going to make an educational video without actually referencing what we're doing in terms of its name. That's all right, Matt, buddy. You can take pictures for the next show and share it next time. All right, Patrick, enjoy your dinner. No, Soul Price. No, man. Blurple lights have their place. We started the show using Blurples. The first LED lights I ever played with were Blurple lights. I'm never going to shit on a Blurple. I'll speak to its difference to newer tech, but like I started doing that shit, man. You have nothing to be ashamed about by rocking Blurple lights, man. Well, that one stuff, this machine we brought in is basically that. It is a tiny midget portable washing machine, essentially, for breaking off our trikes and running ice through it. So that's what we brought in. We bought it. Cost us a little under $200. I think we spent like $1.75 or $1.85 on it off Amazon. Ordered it from the Bubble Bag dude via his Amazon shit, and we're gonna play with it on the channel for everybody. I mean, Tony, I haven't heard about that. I've heard a few rumors of some new weird strain, but I haven't heard anything about that. I watch the news every single morning on multiple outlets, and I have many people who work in the medical field that I speak to regularly. So no, if it's being purported in your area that we've got some new scary COVID-19 variant right now, it's not really a thing, or it's just super duper new, and you know before even I do, which is doubtful but possible at the same time. School of Crop, I mean, post to different areas take different time, right? So just keep the faith. They'll show up when they show up. Everything that went to the UK, I believe, is there. The stuff I sent to Texas is there, but I can't speak to the speed at all regions of America, Canada, or the UK at the speed of which things will show up. I'm shocked that things have already shown up, to be fair. So just keep the faith and it will show up, my friend. Crazy Train says, I did picture. Okay, so you sent me a picture? All right, let's take a look at that. Yeah, that one stuff you're probably going to have to double tap. Give it a rewash and then go from there. There we go. See, and this one we share for a boy Soul Price. See? You can still grow fire too with Blurples. Look at that. Beautiful. That is beautiful, my friend. Who sent that? It was Crazy Train. There you go, Crazy Train. I'm assuming this is your picture. Looking amazing there, my friend. Looking absolutely beautiful. You're killing it there, bud. I'm also shocked, Ganjanana, the fact that your package showed up to the UK that quickly. I mean, it speaks to how we're doing our shipping, so that's good. But wow, it blew my mind too, Ganjanana. I did not think anything would show up that quickly either. Crazy Train, what's wrong with Blurple? No. It's there's nothing wrong with Blurple. It's just an outdated tech that's based off of basic science from the early 70s, late 60s of the initial conceptual ideas of growing food in space, and that's where the first Blurple LED lighting tech came out of. What we found is we get better results and more positive results when using a better broad spectrum style LED, utilized a white light. If you're going to pick a specific Kelvin color for both veg and for flower, 3500 Kelvin color is going to be a perfect sort of happy marrying between those two worlds on a photo. And it just does a better job. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just referencing older tech. It's not that old tech doesn't work. It's just we develop new things that have a better joule rating. We have a better concept of the light that we need to deliver to the plants in terms of feeding it and doing all of these types of things. There's a bunch of variables that play into it. You know what I mean? %, Jason Day. I started with Blurples too. We were using the King LED King Pluses, Blurples from China. That's what we started the channel with. Oh, the first Blurple-ish light that I ever used was a very underpowered rig. It maybe drew 100 watts at the wall, and it cost me $750 back then. It was not worth what I paid, but it was before the time of the tech really blew up. It was before the time where things were affordable in terms of parts, right? So back then, something like that worked decently with some initial conceptual ideas of utilizing heat sinks and then fans to supplement that, because a heat sink actually isn't the fan. The fan is just dissipating. It's the concept of a heat sink is a basic idea of strapping something that produces heat to a piece of metal or something else to help dissipate the heat energy away from the tech that's running, right? So the fans actually supplement that, but they wouldn't be considered the technical heat sink, right? But I mean, these original designs, this is where we started, right? We got to start somewhere to evolve and develop better lights, right? And that's just all. That's all it is. It's about efficiency and efficacy. Doesn't mean these old things don't work. Pretty sure a horse-drawn carriage still gets me where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, it wouldn't be the best use of your power there, Matt, buddy, unless we were utilizing the 1000-watt HPS to also at the same time be utilizing heat to then maintain, heat temperatures in an oxygenated environment in space, in the vacuum of space, which is quite cold. So, no wasted energy if we think that way. But they burn out quick. You get a lot longer run out of LEDs. Well, simply put, I never know when I'm going to feel the show has run its course. I think it's run its course for this week. It's been a fun show. I've had fun seeing everybody and tuning in and doing all of that. I feel it's run its course, and I know people were having fun, but at the same time, I do feel the need to, simply put, say that if anyone was offended, and as much as I'm wearing a shirt that says, if I've ever offended you, you're a little bitch, that's not actually my genuine feelings about things. We came dangerously close to a few lines that I'm not normally willing to cross out of respect to be all inclusive for people. We just skirted with them. I pushed back with some of my statements that I feel made it even. Okay. But at the end of the day, everybody, remember, this is all in good fun. If we can't learn to take a joke, if we can't learn to talk about the hard things, and sometimes the best way to talk about something that's hard is make a joke about it. It's all about how we perceive and dance with it. Okay. And that's the thing to do. Okay. At the end of the day, We're all on the same team, whether we remembered it or not. We are. We're all on a planet that's shifting right now, both sociologically, politically, and to be fair, half the world's either drowning right now, on fire, getting freak hailstorms like in Italy. Earthquakes are happening, tsunamis are happening. I just read that the Fukushima nuclear plant is deciding to take all the radioactive water that they've had for years sitting there, and they're going to dilute it to 1/7 of what the World Health Organization deems safe, and they're just going to release it out into the planet. I'm like, fuck. That's not a good idea either. So at the end of the day, we're all on the same team. We got to work together. We got to think. We got to be inclusive. We got to have these hard conversations and stand together. Okay. Standing together doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. Standing together doesn't mean we all do the things in the same way. Standing together doesn't mean we are the same. It means we're on the same team. It means that we're acknowledging the complexity and beauty of the human race. Yeah, we're not perfect. There's a lot of dark and there's a lot of light to us. And by talking and working together and coming together, we might actually find a way to not blow ourselves up, have the world kill us, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Are we doomed? No. Are we potentially closer to being doomed than we've ever been before? Fuck yes. It's time for us all to wake up and smell the bacon, but have one love. I feel you, Ganchanani, your mama. But my friends, my family, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Check out PotSquatchSales.com. If you orders go out within 48 hours. We check it every single day, twice. Your order will be packaged, sent very quickly. And as we're learning, a lot of our packages seemingly, even though it's a little expensive for our shipping, are showing up very quickly to international countries. So party on, Wayne, party on, Garth. And remember, the true grower is the forever student. The true grower is not afraid to take risks. The true grower makes educated, stupid decisions. Love yourselves, love each other, love your plants. Keep an open mind, and don't be a fucking dipshit. We'll see you next time, and guess what? We're going to at least make the hash video, which we won't call a hash video because YouTube gets mad about that this week. All right, stay tuned. Check it out. I love you, and we'll see you next time. Yes.